People say I ain't no good, and I'm crazy as a loon. Cause I shave my head in the morning, pick guitar in the afternoon. Just like old Chief and Charlie, I like to lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but you better believe I got it made. Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this bald-headed country boy alone.
What's up, folks? Thank y'all for tuning into the Josh Terry podcast. Happy fucking Valentine's Day. I hope every one of y'all are getting played with or laid or something today. I plan on it at some point in time, but we'll see how that goes. I'm starting the day off in the worst possible way, though. I've got to look at these two smoke shows for the next 2 hours. So, yeah, I'm already fucking all in on you, Missy. I want to introduce y'all. Missy's out here just already fucking popping it. Thank you. I want to introduce y'all to our OnlyFans Girl of the Month. We've already done a show with her, but we got really good reviews on it. Everybody liked her, and she wanted to do another one, so she's fucking back, and she brought company.
What's up, y'all?
Miss Missy, how are you doing today?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm better now. This is definitely the way you should start your day every day. I am going to pay for it later, but it'll be all right. And then you brought Miss Icy Ivy along with you. How are you doing today, darling?
I am thriving. Such a good day.
First off, I'm going to tell you, bitches, the fact that both of y'all had glasses on when we started a while ago, y'all can't be, I can't be watching that at the same time.
I took them off. They were reflecting. But should I keep them on? I feel like I'm not part of the glasses gang now.
I can't see without mine, so I have to keep I'm
blind. Mine are probably what you call like just a defense mechanism. I don't know why I like wearing them. There's no prescription or nothing to these.
Mine aren't either.
Mine are. I'm blind. I can't see.
I just like to hide. I just like to hide behind them.
I'm a big fan of blind bitches. I don't know why. I've always liked
because they can't see
glasses.
anything.
They can't see shit coming pretty much.
They can't see shit coming.
Well, I think I'm just like more attractive, like that blurriness right there that y'all have sometimes. You're like, okay, it could be hot. It'll work. I get it.
It just works in everybody's
glasses are always a turn on.
I don't know why.
They are. The glasses are so hot. I don't know why kids get made fun of them. I'm like, listen, later. Right? You just wait. Don't get those contacts.
Give it 20 years.
Yeah, well, I think like for guys, why it's so hot is it reminds you of like that hot teacher growing up.
It does. I need to lean more into that kind of content for sure. Yeah. That and mommy content.
You could definitely pull off the teacher. We need to do some of the stepmom, stepdaughter stuff.
We do. Ivy, I got to get you out here.
I know. I got to get to Texas.
Well, that just made my pecker hard. Thank you so much. Thinking about that.
Y'all wait for it. We'll drop it. It'll be beautiful.
Christ.
Mommy will take care of Ivy.
I don't like the mommy content. I don't.
You know, not many people. I would say not many people do, but it's the hidden people that come into my DMs that like they're ashamed to say it, but they are everywhere. And I'm not great at it, but I am older in the industry, so I really have to lean into it and just capitalize on it because, like, I don't know, people love it, and I can do it. Like that I can do. But when I have to like cuck somebody or something, I'm like, fuck, I suck at this.
And the ones that are into it are super into it. So it's like
super into it.
Pink.
No,
yeah. You can't
get into it. You'll have people that are super into it and they'll just die for it.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I've got mommy issues, but it's not that kind of mommy issues. Like, no. That one does not do anything for me. And what's even worse is the cuck shit. I don't get that. I
struggle.
Oh my God, no.
I don't even think I can fake that.
I listen, I'm over here like instead of going out with my friends, I'm like researching like, okay, what the fuck do I say now to make this
what is a cuckold?
And, like, am I saying it wrong? Like, am I doing it right? But you know how I get feedback though, is I do one-on-one calls and they kind of feed me the lines like, do you want me to do this or do you want me to say? And then like I learn on one-on-one calls what they like, and then I kind of go from there, which I don't know.
I would never knock what turns somebody else on. I wouldn't. Like
absolutely.
If it gets you going, it gets you going.
I don't keep saying. I can't question.
Right. I just don't know how to.
I'll definitely I'll never shame you for it, but I'm wondering why armpits make your dick hard.
Right.
See, that's my thing. I want to know why you're turned on by it.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, it's,
Yeah. I wish I could, like, that would actually help me perform better if I could know why or like what does it, because then I could tap more into that. But yeah, sometimes I'm just like, all right, let's see, do the best I
have
can
a lot of people who like really unique things. I have a lot of people on my page who love just random unique stuff. So if you feed into the kinks, they love it. Especially the ones who don't have a lot. There's like, I have a guy who loves arm hair. And I feed into it heavy. He loves it. He goes crazy for arm hair. But nobody else really like knows how to do it. So that's why he sticks on my page, because it's not very common.
Yeah. They feel safe there, and they feel like if you can do it, I'm not going to judge them. They're there forever. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So Ivy, last time when Missy did the show, she kind of talked about like some of the stuff that she's good at or some of the stuff she's known for. What's some of the shit on yours that you're known for?
I would say I do a lot of live streams on mine. I'm huge on personality. I feel like that's where I get a lot of my people from. Isn't necessarily from like random pictures or anything. I live stream a lot on Bigo. And so all my OF lives, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, I think that's what people come to my page a lot for, the live streams. And I do a lot of JOIs and I do a lot of gym stuff. So those are pretty much my main stuff. Jerk off instructions. Yeah. I'll tell you what to do with your cock.
Yep.
I'm 36.
That is a big one. That is like number one.
Absolutely not. Trust me, I've been playing with this little fella for long enough to know exactly what to do.
But if we could tell you exactly what we want you to do with it, come on.
I don't.
A lot of it is just the voice aspect.
Yep, we whisper it, we moan it. That's right.
I don't think it does shit for me.
Well, we'll do a video of it together. We'll send it to you. You let us know what you think.
No, I'm good. I already have a hard enough time. I haven't seen your shit, but I already have like before I met you, Missy. Like it was kind of a running joke on the show to where we released something about it a couple months ago. But I've had so many OnlyFans girls on the show the past couple of years that they wanted to know, because I don't subscribe to anybody's pages. I won't do it. And it's where they wanted to know why. And like I've told everybody, like how fucking full of myself I am, that I thought if I got around somebody, I'd rather fucking try to actually sleep with you, but not in a weird way. As stupid as that sounds, like if there was a connection there, I feel like that would be cool. But just seeing somebody naked that I work with, I don't really like that aspect of it, right?
Yeah.
But like I had a running joke for the longest time, but it became a real thing to where like I had a top 10, like if I was going to subscribe. And
if the thought was there, this is what I would do.
Yeah, And Missy's definitely on it now.
That's a thing.
Yeah, like you're definitely on it. Like I'd be looking at your Instagram and I'm like, okay.
Did it? I mean, I basically just won it live.
Yeah,
you're on there. Laminate it. Make that list permanent.
It keeps growing.
Tape it to the fridge. Go crazy.
Yeah. Magnet.
It started off with just like some people, like the girl Tawny that does the show a good bit from Nashville. Mm-hmm. She looks like Pam Anderson to me. And Pam Anderson to me is just God damn. Mm-hmm. Like I don't get me wrong, I like you skinny bitches. Like y'all, I love y'all.
Skinny girls need love too.
Trust me, I like y'all, but I like a bitch like you can wrestle with a little bit.
Yeah.
One looks like she might
wrestle with.
Like one that might knock you around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? There's something about that.
That's so crazy. I never see myself as like a skinny girl, by the way. And then I've had people come on my page like saying they're going to report me for like anorexia and eating disorders, and I'm like, do you see like? I'm not like so, but then I don't know. Maybe
I've gotten that my whole life, but I'm 5'10", so I'm just tall and lean. I just got the model build. It's impossible for me to be thick. This is not my type of build.
Well, both of y'all look fit. There's a difference in like fit skinny and then like sickly skinny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Y'all are definitely fit.
You know, and one thing I've learned the most like in this business is I think we talked about this before, Josh. Like there are so many different OF types. Yep. There's so many different builds. Like there are some big, thick bitches. And then we got some scrawny girls over here that like,
right.
Yeah. And it's like everybody, you go on their page, they have the most positive feedback. And I'm like, all right, I'm glad there's somebody for everybody. I really am.
Well, that's the thing. There is somebody for everybody. That's what I always tell to the women who are like, I could never get anybody to sub. It's like, I guarantee you could.
Oh, you
There's
can.
somebody for
We have
everybody.
seen it all.
Mhm.
We have
Yeah,
seen it all.
I like the fact that it's just not. So when I started working in social media, probably 7, 8 years ago, when Snapchat blew up or whatever, I was one of the ones
Mhm.
like Snapchat pushed that put you on spotlights and all this kind of shit and everything.
Oh yeah, nice.
And it was where like it really helped my career in radio and everything else. But we used to do like Titty Tuesday and Hump Day stuff or whatever, like that kind of shit. And it was looking back at it, I kind of hate that I did it, but it was like a means to an end. But what we used to do that was so different than anybody else would do is like we would take every woman, like
Mhm.
every single woman that submitted something and put it on there. So like you'd have like a mom that was not feeling confident with herself
Oh yeah.
that was plus size and like just not what she thought was sexy, and we would put her alongside somebody look like you guys, and most folks would think like, oh god, that's just going to kill her confidence, but it didn't. It would
No.
always make them feel good about themselves to where everybody else like, oh, unless you're a 10, we're not posting you.
Yeah.
And we were like, fuck that. We want to post
Mhm.
the average everyday woman. And
Yeah.
it really made a lot of women feel sexy and secure about themselves. That's the only thing
good.
like during my time of doing that shit that I wouldn't take back. But the rest
Yeah,
of it,
I really another thing I've noticed while doing this is people love the real, the relatable, the raw. Like sometimes I'm like, well, I can't do content yet because I haven't showered, I haven't done my hair, I haven't, I have makeup on. But that's what people want. Like
Mhm.
turning on
Oh,
the
yeah.
camera, in your moment of like just waking up, moment of like, chaos, they love that. They really do.
Well,
So
well, you
average
look
is good.
well, you look obtainable. That's the thing. Like when
Yeah.
it's
That
where,
part.
and I think that's what part about OnlyFans has made what it is. Like you want
Yeah.
to be able to see these women in Walmart or when
Right.
you go to the fucking grocery store.
Target. Come on.
Yeah,
God,
you're already. Oh,
raise your standards a little.
Bitch, I'm poor. I go to Walmart. Trust me. I am a
Walmart has the
You
best
ain't
candles.
picking up people in Walmart though.
do what?
Are you picking up people in Walmart though, or are you
Oh,
picking them
no,
up in Target?
absolutely not. I'm not going to fucking Target anyway, because then if you met her at Target, you got to take her ass back to Target. And
That's a fair point.
And I ain't back
Target
at
takes
That's
all
where
your
you're gonna
money.
spend the rest of your life is in that fucking Target.
Yep, you better get a red card.
You met that bitch at Walmart, she at least gonna try to get her groceries and get the fuck out there. Target bitch will make you walk around and touch every fucking.
I know, but it's also pretty. They know what they're doing.
It's not that fucking pretty. Y'all are just manipulated by colors and sounds.
You're right.
I 100% agree with that,
You
and
are
they
correct.
know what they're doing.
The way that men see tits and ass and just don't know how to fucking act. That's the same thing y'all do when y'all see that red Target logo. I guess you don't
I
know what to
cannot
do.
even argue with that.
Why? They know.
You have a very
exactly
valid
what they're
point.
doing.
Yeah, it is. It is. Go ahead. You can just start like a Target OF page and market to all the women. I think you have something there.
Right?
No, because then I'd have to deal
No.
with Target women. Why? Those
Shit.
bitches
Can't
I'm
avoid
trying
them.
to give you ideas here for a side hustle, and you keep turning them down. Damn.
Well, I tried. So like I think I told you last time, like I have an OnlyFans, but I did it as satire. I did it
Mhm.
as so funny that it's stupid, right?
That's how I started mine.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, real shit. I was a diesel mechanic when I started OnlyFans. I did that as a joke, and then all of a sudden I made absurd amounts of money in the first few days, and I was like, I kind of like doing this.
What did you post on this diesel mechanic page?
I was literally just working on my truck, and it was like jeans and a t-shirt, and they were like, this is an OnlyFans, and then eventually I turned it into an actual OnlyFans.
That's awesome.
So I actually started mine as a satire. I posted it on my Instagram, and I was like, click the link, and they were like, what? This is real? I was like, could be. Should it be?
Should it be? Maybe
Should
it
it
is.
And it's been my career for years now. So mine started as a
love
whole
it.
joke.
That's cool. I started mine as trying to make fun of people. It's like I started mine to where
Which I like.
there's a lot of guys. Well, I shouldn't say there's a lot. There's 2 or 3 that's been on the show that have them, and I'm not knocking what I'm about to say, like to each their own or whatever. But
Mhm.
like, I don't get it. I don't get why women like these dudes. Like, but also too, I like women that like fucking men. Like I'm talking
Sure.
about like grown ass fucking men, not
Like
little,
a burly lumberjack vibe with the
Well, not
beard and
even-
you're built and you're grown.
Not even
Is
just
that what you
like,
mean?
Not ultra feminine men. Like I don't
Yeah.
care if they got a beard or whatever. Like, but like I know guys that have them, and they're very feminine.
So
and
you're
I'm not,
saying that the guys you know that have OF pages are feminine?
yes,
Oh.
and women eat that shit up from what I've been told that like with their following or whatever. So I was like,
I
you
can
know
actually
what?
agree with that. Most of the ones I know
Yeah.
with an OnlyFans are pretty feminine.
Yeah,
I'm like thinking everything right now.
Most
I
of
think
them
they
are
are
straight
too.
for sure, but they have a lot of feminine tendencies.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Feminine tendencies is probably the best way to say it. To where like I'm not feminine whatsoever. Like besides for the fact I love taking bubble baths. I literally took one this morning when I got up to get my fucking day going.
I don't know why. Is that a woman thing? I don't do that. I don't know. Do you do
Yeah.
that,
Will
Ivy?
you let her put a finger in your butt?
No, absolutely not.
Oh. Oh,
I'm not
Yeah.
the finger in the butt guy.
that's okay.
Yeah. But in
Some
my
people have
Try
defense,
something else.
but in my defense, the reason why is one, I know what would happen. I know that be like, oh shit, I like this. And then whoever bitch I felt
100%.
confident enough to do that with, she's gonna leave me the next week. And then the next girl, I gotta be like, hey, by the way, I like a finger in my butt. And then she's gonna be like, absolutely not. I'm out of here,
If
bro.
she says
You can
no,
wait.
she's the wrong woman. The
Yeah.
right
For the
women
first couple
know.
of months of the relationship to go by, then just like sneak it into combo. Be like, so you know, it would be really cool if you like.
Yeah. So
put it
have
in
you
my
ever
butt.
heard this thing?
Yeah, no, see, that's not me. I am guns a fucking blazing. If I like something, I like first date. I'm like, hey, by
Very
the way,
upfront.
yeah, I'm like, by the way, if you
I
don't
want you to
do-
cut my balls while you suck it, and if
Yeah.
you don't, you're doing it wrong.
yeah, I'm like, if you don't make a mess when you're giving me head, go the fuck. Like, you need to retire now. Like, this isn't
Yeah.
gonna work. Like, this is never ever gonna work.
That's
So, yeah.
another thing too. Like I always want to look pretty in my videos, but yeah, y'all like messy. Y'all like
Oh, bitch, please,
messy. Like
Well-
fuck that girl's face up. Messy.
Not really that. I like, yeah, kind of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more I'm thinking about it,
It's literally
Um,
called face fucking, so you would definitely fuck the face up.
it is. It is a. I'm a
He's
fan.
like, not that. Yeah. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know. We know.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's. But I don't get it. Like it's. I don't like to degrade. Like that's not something that turns
No,
me
no, no.
on. But there's something about like being dominant over whoever I'm with, the where they're
Sure.
like, okay, like, I'm gonna do this. Like yeah, that's my thing. Like I like that part. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Most
There's a
women like
difference
that.
between yeah.
They like to be dominated.
yeah. Well, I have not met many that don't. Like that's
No,
what's always.
Most women prefer to be dominated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got buddies that are single. I'm not single, but I got buddies that are, and they'll tell me about like their love lives or whatever.
Mhm.
And then they'll be like, dude, I wish I could just be open and honest with these girls about like what I like and all this kind of shit. I'm like, why don't you? Now give it took me
Yeah.
it probably took me 35 years, 34 years to get comfortable to where I don't like talking about sex. I know it sounds crazy, but I think like even doing shows with you guys and getting more comfortable with it has made it to where like I'm more open about like what I like or just anything like that. To where my buddies are just like, I really want to ask her to do this, but I don't think she'll do it or I don't think she'll like it. And I'm like, bitch, just do it. She'll tell
If
you.
she
to
won't do
stop.
it, then why are you with her?
Yeah, it's like if she won't like just try it. And if
Yeah,
she
Don't waste your time.
well, I don't know how y'all are with this, but like I'm not the person that's gonna like ask you to turn over. I'm not the person that's gonna ask you to do anything. Like I'm just gonna fucking throw you around.
Good. I was gonna say we gotta go back to
Just do it.
But like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got a buddy, I shit you not. He is just the biggest fan of doggy style, like the biggest fan. And he's like, every time
He like that.
he's like, every
Favorite.
time I want a girl to like bend over, I feel like I'd be like, hey, will you turn around? And I'm like,
Could you please?
yeah, it's like I was like, bitch, trust me, she likes it from the back. Don't ask.
Yes, she does.
Don't
Do
ask.
I
it.
promise.
Make her.
Yeah, just throw her the fuck over. And if she's
That's
like,
right.
no, then just beat it out real fast and then get out of there because she's not fun. All right, just finish.
Lame.
Yeah, just finish. Go eat a Lunchable and have yourself a
Swallow
day,
it.
bud.
Swallow your pride.
Do y'all feel like a lot of the guys though that message y'all? I guess most of the guys that message y'all are more submissive though, right?
Yeah, I have to be the dom a lot, which you know, is totally different than real life. Cause like I'm independent, I'm running my business, I'm always the lead, and I'm always having to do the dom, the mommy thing. I'm always having to, you know, be the first to interact and make sure conversations are going well. So in real life, it's nice to just, you know, sit back and enjoy the ride a little bit. But
Honestly, I feel that one a lot. I think it's like, for me, it's because I'm so tall. They really want me to
me
be the
too.
dominant one.
Yeah.
So I get it a lot online to where they want me to be dominant, but in real life, I much prefer to be submissive, to be honest.
Same.
I still like sometimes I'll be in the mood to be dominant, but most of the time I want you to throw me around because
Same.
I'm not trying to do that.
That is true. That comes a lot with the tall thing. Like I'm 5'8", you're 5'10". Like we're tall. And I get that, but like tall people like to be thrown around.
You just have to be like 6'3". That's why I only like to date dudes that are like 6 foot, because I'm 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
like
fair.
you no fucking way. You missing out on the 5'10" and below club. We're way cooler. We're not dickheads.
I actually
dated
always
short men.
I date people my height or even a little bit shorter, which makes, this is where confidence comes in. Like anybody that can't handle that, or they want me to wear heels on a date and then they're like, well, now I like they feel weird. That's not who I need to be with, because like you need to be confident with who you are. Like I don't care. A height does not matter to me. As long as you can throw me around a little bit, I don't care. I don't give a fuck at all.
Yeah.
My ex was 3 inches shorter than me, and I dated him for 2 years. And he
Yeah,
was all the right, confident, everything. So
yeah, that's all we need.
That's something like I'm 5'10" on a good day. All right, when my back ain't hurting this shit, I usually stay right there about 5'9"ish. But like, I've found out this about so many guys that are 6 foot and below. Like, you have to have a personality to where I guess when you hit that 6 foot mark, you're like, I'm 6 foot tall. I can just go to the gym and I'm going to get all the pussy I want in this world and blah, 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 blah. And they're always fucking stupid. Not always. There's exception to every rule.
No, there are of course exceptions, but maybe that's why I've never dated anybody 6 foot.
But if you see a single guy that's in his 30s and he's over 6 foot and he goes to the gym, I will 100% bet you he's a fucking tool. And nobody ever told him he had to have a personality.
I think that's fair. You know what? I'm a gym goer.
I can only vouch for that because I've been through it.
Yeah, but I know that type, and I will never date a guy who's taller than me or goes to the gym. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it. That is exactly that personality. You nailed it.
But see, I think this is also too why women are starting to say they like the dad bods more. I don't think it's because you actually like the dad bods. I think you like it because that dude, he's fine with not fucking being physically fit. He's fine with whatever. Like he knows that he's cool all the way around, or he doesn't have to be. Now, like with me, I used to be like 330 pounds. I was not confident. Like I grew up very fit. Then I had my daughter when I was 24, and I blew the fuck up, dude. I got to 330 by the time I was 28 or 29, somewhere in there, and it started gradually losing weight. And I got down to about 210, 215. Got in good shape again, but now I'm like, I stay around 230, 240. 220 is my happy weight. But like I'm probably around there right now with 230. And I just at one point in time, I was like, you know what? I might not look the best in some shit, and some shit might be a little tight and snug on me. But I've never had a problem going into a bar and being confident or whatever. Like I just enjoy life. And I think it's always worked for me. To where other guys are just like, I gotta be fucking swole, bruh. That's the only way I'm gonna get a girl. And I'm like, no, that's fucking stupid.
I think you're right. I think you nailed it with that. Like the dad bod thing, like it's a whole vibe. It's the personality, the confidence, the whole package thing versus, and like I don't know. I'm speaking for myself, but like I like that way over. Like I go to the gym. I love lifting and everything, but the gym bod thing actually does nothing for me for men. Like it really doesn't. I'm not attracted to the super chiseled guy. I'm not. It's not.
I'm attracted to them physically, but I know how they are when it comes to like real world interaction dating. So I don't date people like that anymore. But I'm physically attracted to them. If you are 6 foot, tatted with a 6-pack, I'm gonna nut.
Fair
enough.
But that's because I guess I look for a dude who's like myself. Like if you are like me in dude form, I'm probably gonna think you're hot. Fair. If you're tall with tattoos and go to the gym a lot, I'm gonna find you attractive.
I
But
do
I
like
do think it's dope
tattoos,
for that
but
type.
I don't need chiseled. I'm more of the witty. Like I need witty
Yeah.
banter. Or and if you don't have that, and if you're walking around all full of yourself, and I don't know, I'm out.
Well,
I don't like
that.
cocky. I don't
well,
like cocky.
it gets annoying though. Like, right?
It
Like
does very
like
much.
if that's all you have to fucking offer,
Yeah.
like it gets annoying.
That.
At least if you're fucking messing with somebody who's witty or funny or just intelligent. That's one thing.
Right.
I didn't understand. Like growing up, I was like, damn, I don't care how hot she is. She doesn't got to read. Like if she's a bad bitch, I don't care if she knows her ABCs or not. And now it's like, nah, that bitch better fucking have some type of intelligence to her.
Yeah.
Like it is
Yeah. You
attractive.
need layers.
Yeah.
You
You
just
need
do.
As much as-
Relationships are like onions.
Yeah, as much as you said they're 6 foot or whatever, tatted up, fucking swole or whatever. Like, try to have a conversation with a fucking idiot. Yeah, you might
You
know,
can't.
but they're stupid. They're stupid. You,
You
don't
I
know,
like looking at them, but I would never date one again.
There you
I've
go.
had my fair share of gym tools.
there you go. Yeah, you can't. Like but the older I get, the more I realize like a good personality, fucking intelligent. Like you ain't gotta be the fucking smartest person in the room now, but just be able you can actually have a conversation. That means so much more. Like the sex, everybody's had good sex, everybody's had bad sex. But when you
Right.
find somebody like you're passionate with, it really don't matter like how good or bad it is if you're passionate with them. I'm at the point in my life where I'd rather be passionate.
Right.
Everyone gets ugly eventually, so looks shouldn't even be that big of a concern because we all gonna get old.
Especially if you start dating and get comfortable. Listen, life happens and it happens fast. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
I promise you, fappy is a real thing. Getting fat and happy is a real thing. And then a smart man told me one time, you only got so many erections in this life. Like,
oh wow.
you can't date or you can't try to settle down with somebody just for sex or physical appearance because it's gonna go away.
It is.
Eventually it's gonna stop going up. And then you have to actually deal with the person
Yeah.
behind the pussy.
Yeah, all of a sudden that good dick and that good pussy is like, you're really not worth this shitty credit score and all this fucking arguing I got to do day in and day out.
Not the credit score.
Hey, the older you get.
Why does everyone have such bad credit these days?
It's so bad.
I do because
What
I'm
are they
a moron.
doing?
I have great credit. That's one of my biggest flexes. I have great credit.
Me too. And I monitor my credit every day. I'm serious about that shit.
Nah, I treat my credit like the Holocaust. I act like it don't happen most of the time. I just ignore it. I put it to the side. I'm like, damn, that's sad. I wish that wouldn't have happened, but it ain't getting no better.
I don't know why people always think, because again, like we have, like we're people, we have, real lives and everything. People always think we have like one brain cell. We don't know what's going on. We have, our credit in check. We have CPAs, we have financial advisors, we have management. We have, we have everything going on in our lives structured. I don't know why people think we're so dumb with all of these things. Like literally, I could tell you my retirement plan's on track. Like education is taken care of. Like I just, it is so crazy how people think we just don't have brains.
I'm 22 with the retirement plan, and people still think
we're just out here flashing tits for fun. Like what the hell do y'all think?
Well, you're geniuses for one, because you found a way to capitalize on a situation. And that's one reason why I like doing the shows with you guys, because you are more than tits and ass. Like a lot of y'all are really intelligent. Now there are some of y'all that are fucking dumb, but the majority,
as with every category in life,
as with every job, I've met nurses that couldn't put 2 and 2 together. I don't know how they made it.
Terrifying.
But for the majority of you guys, you're intelligent and you figured out a way to make money, live a comfortable life, and like it's not gonna last. But
no, we don't expect it to. We have
That's why you have to capitalize off of it while you can.
Right. 100%.
Yeah, I vouch for you guys all the time. So like we work with a bunch of country artists. That's pretty much like our bread and butter. Besides for all the mental health shit that we do. But
by the way, I didn't know you knew Dave Finley. I love Dave Finley.
Yeah, Dave literally just played
big
last
fan.
Week. He's a
big fan. I know. I saw him on your list.
God, he's so good.
He's so good. Go ahead. I interrupted you.
You're good, darling. But so like a bunch of the girls that we do shows with, though, one of the first things they say to us is like, hey, when you do the Live Oak shows, the artists, they're like, I don't really know if I want to be associated with the OnlyFans girls. And I get it because you're in entertainment, like they don't want to be sexualized or whatever.
Yeah.
But every time we've had a female artist come and do one of our shows, and we have several of the OnlyFans girls or adult actresses or models, whatever the fuck they want to be called, some of them, like at their shows, those women always share everybody's stuff. Like they're always the fucking coolest. They're all, and every
Mhm.
time when these female artists actually get around them and get to know them, I've not been around one yet that wasn't like, oh damn, I judged them. I really shouldn't have fucking
Right.
done that.
It's
They
a
end
really
up liking
stigmatized
them.
job. That's
It
unavoidable.
really is.
It's just over time, just even if you just open any social media platform and go under any comment section of any female, she could be reading a Bible with a hoodie on, and they'll still be like, "Oh, OF detected." So she doesn't even have a link in her
Always with the
bio.
OF
She doesn't even
detected,
have an
opinion
OnlyFans. Like,
rejected. Always.
it's always. It's just so
But can
stupid.
I
But it's
say-
the internet. What are you gonna do? Men
Yeah,
just
we-
love to shade women at this point. Good for
They
them.
love-
really
they love
do.
what?
To shade women.
Oh yeah.
Insecure men do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, if you look under literally if you go on the Instagram reels and you find any female and you go into her comment section, there's some dude talking about an OnlyFans. 90% of the time, these girls don't even have an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And it's honestly really annoying to me because those of us that do it, it's like, yeah, we do it, but why would you objectify all these other women? They're not asking for that. Like, we signed
Right.
up low key for it. Of
Right.
course. These other women didn't.
Yeah.
So it's not even the point of just OnlyFans girls now. They're doing it to every woman.
Yeah.
Even if they have never even had the thought of making content.
Well, it's
Mhm.
because there's a lot of women out there that are undercover with it. And I think
Well,
that
sure.
a lot of men they want to shoot their shot to see if you got one. I think it's bad, but at the same time, it's like they're just really attracted to them. Like it's kind of a weird line. I think it's annoying as fuck too. Don't get me wrong.
I think it's really rude to the women who don't have one. If I didn't have an OF, I wouldn't want to be associated with OF.
Yeah, but I don't know how you, as anybody, how you know whether someone does or doesn't these days. 'Cause
Exactly.
A lot of people are undercover with this shit.
Right. Right. I appreciate people who are willing to see us as like humans, as
A person?
people, because I am never ever shoving what I do on the side down anybody's throat. Take it or leave it. It's here. And I have a lot of professionals that follow me that I respect, like whether they be musicians, personal trainers, a whole variety of professionals that follow my page. And I know that's hard for them because people see who they follow and they are, they're big names. Mm-hmm. And it can be seen as them being sneaky or shady to their family or whatever. But really, they're just being supportive. They value us as humans. They value our opinions. Like, I actually really respect people who can do that and see beyond that, because we're not out there to take anybody's man. We're not out there to, force anything on anybody. No, everything that we do, anything that's on my phone is out there for the world. I'm not hiding anything. Y'all can, everything, all of my sins are out there, like Josh just said before. Like, y'all, I'm not hiding anything. So if anybody ever has a question or they, a concern, like, I'm a person, come at me with it. But people that come in this comment section with all of those fears, like, you're doing this horrible thing, like they don't understand. They're not part of it. They don't know.
It's not your pussy. Why are you so concerned about it?
Well,
that's my genuine question. Is like, you don't get to touch this coochie. I don't know you. You don't know me. Why are you worried about what I'm doing with my pussy?
Okay, I think that it's really, before I say what I'm about to say, I think it's really fucking stupid when people do that. But I'm a big person of seeing both sides of the argument.
Sure.
Like, okay. I can't, and like I've told every girl that we've had on the show that's got OnlyFans, you can't define somebody else's morals.
No.
And
exactly.
Some people think they're being moral warriors. Like they're saying, oh, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that or whatever. Like, I get why people are doing it because they think they're doing something just, but most of them are fucking stupid and they go about it completely the wrong way. Like,
they do.
They want to belittle you. They want to do all this and that or whatever.
It's always the weirdest looking ones, too, is the craziest part. I don't think I've ever had an attractive, handsome, successful man talk shit in my comment section.
If you were to go right now to a TikTok that we posted yesterday with some girls from Nashville last week, there are men that are so fucking butthurt by something that this girl said that there are all walks of life, successful dudes, fucking trolls, everybody that is on there just fucking going after this girl. So you do have that. For the majority though, it's not. Like the majority is like they're not. First off, you know why good looking, attractive men and women don't belittle you for the most
Because
part?
they look good too.
Because yeah, they're like, fuck it. Plus, I would like to fuck this person one day, so I'm not gonna shoot
Pretty
myself
much.
in the foot right now. I know I'm not following nobody or keeping up with nobody that I don't think is funny, entertaining, or attractive. So like, I get why they're not gonna fucking say anything, but some of them they literally think they're doing a just cause by saying something to you.
They are doing God's work in the comment
Always.
section.
Yeah,
Always.
but the good Lord would even tell them, "Hey, let's not go about it this way.
That's
All
how
Right.
they
Let's not go about it this way. You want to do something else. Like, that's
For
not-
real.
Well,
fucking
yeah,
fun.
exactly. There's a level of hypocrisy in so many of those comments. But another thing is, you don't know a person's beliefs or like what their relationship is. And again, a lot of people think or just always assume that OF girls or guys are, just crazy out on the streets every night. And the reality of it is, most people are in happy, healthy relationships with families.
Married. Literal marriage.
Because I get those comments all the time where they're like, no man's ever going to want you. You're never going to get a ring on that finger. You're never going to have kids. But when I come back with, well, I have kids. Okay, then you're doing it wrong. How dare you have kids? How dare you? You're never going to live up
Or
to the
even I have a man.
expectations.
Well, he hates you and he cheats on you.
Yeah.
Like, calm down,
You're
bro.
never going to meet their expectation of what they think life should look like ever.
Never.
So it doesn't matter. We're not going to fit into their little cookie cutter world. So I kind of just lean into it and, call him
Embrace
daddy
it.
anytime I can.
You should.
Embrace
You
it.
should. You should fucking body.
Sorry,
the shit out of
Daddy.
them when you can.
So
They're
sorry.
so stupid. I don't understand why they're fucking like that. To be real with you, I don't understand why you can't just be left alone. But like, also too, I don't get why it's such a problem for people these days to where they have to say something. If I see something I don't
Yeah.
like, I'm either going to block
Ignore
it
it.
so I never
Yeah,
see it again.
hide
I'm
it,
just gonna
block it.
fucking ignore it. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
keep up with shit that I don't like.
Oh,
I think
man,
people
they're
are
just
looking for
bored.
purpose.
They're just
What?
bored. They need some exciting, something exciting for the day. They have no hobbies, no relationships. So they just want, they need some adrenaline.
They're
So
called
let's
internet
get it.
warriors for a reason. They're losers in real life 90% of the time. They have done absolutely nothing with their
They
day
need
so
some
far.
action. That's how they
They
get
woke
their
up
kick.
and they had their Cocoa Puffs and now they're ready to hate women.
Yeah, well, they're miserable.
Sometimes-
100%, 100%.
Sometimes I think it's those people with like the degrading fetish where they really want me to like they're getting it for
They do.
free in the comment
love it.
section. I'm like, I gotta leave them alone.
If you don't come pay me for that, I swear to God.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think that's such a very small percentage of that.
Yeah.
Very
I
small percentage.
think that it's literally they're miserable in their life and they're just
They are.
need something to take it out on. They need something to fucking put it out there too, and it's stupid.
Yeah,
They
and
hate
they're seeking
themselves so much, it
validation.
makes them feel better to hate us.
Yeah,
since they
they're
hate
seeking
themselves so
validation.
much.
They want somebody else to like their comment and be
Yeah,
like,
what they
bro.
do is they'll put the comment under the picture and then they'll wait for every other incel in the world to go like it and comment, same bro, LOL, you're so right, facts. It's like they look for that little
Always.
group of incels under every single picture so they
I
can
just
band
tell them,
together
I'm
and
like-
feel like they're worth it.
Yeah, I'm like, you can keep commenting, but you are boosting my post and promoting me so much
Right?
right now. And usually when I say that, they delete it and block me. But
Yeah,
Thanks for the-
they don't think
the
about that.
help.
I had someone came on the show recently. I think it's about the time that you did, Missy, first time. And before they came on the show, they're like, "You're going to get a lot of hate. You're going to get a lot of bullshit from this." And I was like, "I don't care because they still have to go fucking listen. Like, they still have to view the post. They still have to listen. So I get the fucking reaction that I want out of it, regardless."
Yep. I think people think, again, that we're dumb too. Like the reason we say and do dumb shit on reels or on podcasts or whatever is because the reaction, good or bad, is still a reaction. Like even if we don't believe it or, necessarily relate to the trending sound that's going, it doesn't matter. If you get to react to it, good or bad, you're, helping that post go viral. So I don't know.
there's not
Comment
enough
away.
people. There's not enough people that realize what you guys do is a job anyway. So you have to treat it.
90% of us, as soon as they see the OnlyFans link, they just automatically assume the worst.
Yeah.
Just automatically in
We
their
are-
brain. Roadkill, you whore. I'm like, yo, chill.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that though. Like you said something a while ago about how everybody thinks you're out running the streets, having orgies
Yeah.
every night, all that kind of shit. I don't know a single girl that has an OnlyFans that's been on this show that isn't fucking lame as hell when the camera's not
I
on.
know.
That's not boring as fuck the second that the camera's off.
Literally.
I haven't been out for like 6 months because you know what I do till 3 a.m.?
I
I'm
work.
recording content by myself.
I'm working,
planning.
bitch.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm live. I'm deciding what my trends are tomorrow. I'm figuring out new content ideas. Like I am literally working so much.
I don't have time for all that extra shit.
No, like what street? Where is it? Where is this party that I'm not a part of? Like,
I'm
where?
confused. You want me to go to the club? I'm supposed to be making money right now. You think I'm going to be at the club on Saturday at 8 p.m.? I'm going to be live on my OnlyFans.
Right. I'm trying to learn how to be a cuck here. Like, God,
Right.
give me a break.
Jesus Christ.
No, most OnlyFans girls genuinely don't have the time or the energy to do that. Speaking for myself, I'm single, but I still don't go out and look for dudes.
Yeah.
Who has time for that?
Yeah,
Anyone-
I got to
they
get ready
always
for my
like
live
to-
stream.
They always like to come and say, oh, you're a whore, you're this, you're that. If you were actually subbed, you would know I do solo content.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're not.
Where's
going
the
to-
whore? I don't
Yeah.
sleep with people.
They're
Yeah.
not going to take the time though. Well, that's the thing. Like, no one's going to take. The
No.
time. They're going to make
Right,
their
who has
mind
time
up
for
about
that?
you. They're going to make their mind up about you, and then it's written in stone once they make their mind up about you.
Exactly.
Oh,
There's
100%.
no way to fucking. That's why I'm a big fan. If you don't like me, I'm okay
Go away.
with that. I don't make my shit for people that don't like me.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
You're never going to change somebody's
you're
mind
never
either. It
gonna
just
change
doesn't
it.
matter.
I'm not going to,
Especially on the internet.
No, fuck no. I'm not
Yeah.
going to post a podcast that's lighthearted or informative or something like this, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, like I really like him now. Like I was wrong.
Yeah.
No, fuck, they're not.
Right.
They're never going to do that. And if
Never.
they do, and if they do
That has
change their
never
mind,
happened.
and if they do change their mind on you, they're never going to fucking tell you because they probably didn't voice their opinion about
There
you in the
is
first place.
Too much.
One person that has ever happened to me one time in the comment section, I went off on him and I won. I definitely won. And he so immediately he turned into the mommy thing and subbed later and bought like 6 months worth of mommy content from me. It was awesome. It was awesome.
I've had
One time.
I've had people in real life change their opinions on me.
Oh,
but-
really?
But also, like, there was one instance a couple of years ago. There was somebody that was on the show. Something was mentioned about somebody's sexual orientation that everyone thought was known in the industry. That everybody thought that this person was open about themselves, and we didn't know because we thought it was coming from somebody that would. You know, that's in that community that they wouldn't sit there. And it wasn't that they were trying
They
to
wouldn't out somebody.
Yeah, they were not trying to out somebody. It was actually us giving credit to people that it was that type. And I had somebody come up to me not long ago and they were like, I thought you were a fucking asshole because you aired that. And like we even got contacted by somebody's publicist back in the day to clip that out because nobody knew. And we clipped it out right away. We're very artist friendly and everything. Like we didn't know. And I had somebody come up to me recently and it was like, I thought you were an asshole because you aired that. And then I found out through other people how you really are. So like I judged you before I ever even knew you and I would work with you. And it's like, okay, well, that's cool. Like that shit happens. But for the most part, if you just know somebody just from the internet, they have made their mind up about you. And
long ago.
That's just OnlyFans in general. There's two people on the internet. You either support OF and you're like, whatever, do you, or you absolutely despise it and you're convinced we're all going to hell immediately.
Yep. And we all comment.
Those are the only two opinions on the internet. And the majority of it, the 99% vast majority, can't stand an OnlyFans girl. Only because they do OnlyFans.
Yeah, they're stupid though. They just don't get it. Like, And plus,
They don't have to.
Most of the men that say it are still the ones jerking off to you on Instagram or go get a fake debit card or something.
What's your search history looking like, Brody? You hate OnlyFans girls so much.
That's the dumbest thing too. Like those holier than thous. I mean, see you in my DMs later. Like y'all can say all you want, but you guys are sneaking around because you're getting your kicks somewhere. And I'm sorry that you feel ashamed about it, but like we're out here just doing whatever.
You go on my page, you buy all my content, then you go under my Instagram and say something hateful. But you just spent $500 on my page and I saw you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you felt bad after you did that. So you had to go show everybody else in the world that you're a holy man. You don't jerk your dick off. You don't come.
Everybody jerks off.
Right. Everybody has to nut. Okay. Normalize it.
Everybody. And anybody that tells you they don't, I don't care who you are. If you don't, you really don't. God bless you, because you are stronger than me. I'll think about fucking for 5 minutes. You know what I got to do? I got to go rub one.
I have to run to the bathroom quick.
I have to go. I've done like 3 since we started this fucking podcast. I have mentally came 3 times,
and we're okay with that. We accept you, Josh. We are here for it.
Well, there's no other way because that's what happens. But
we're accepting.
But it would be, I think we talked about this last time. It's impossible for me not to sexualize you, but it's how I go about it, if it's professional or not.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, Josh, exactly. I mentioned to you, like, Ivy, we were talking about photographers last time, and he was talking about, you know, how male photographers, like, no matter how professional they are, like, they are still men. And I was like, no. And don't get me wrong.
I've had some really bad photographers, but I've had some incredible ones too.
Some great ones.
They're all married too.
Yeah. But I just recently had a photographer I was going to have on retainer. We were going to, you know, try some things out. And I hadn't responded for about a week or so because, you know, I've been dealing with some marketing stuff going on. And he was like, hey, just checking in. And I was like, oh, yeah, sorry, I've been busy. He's like, oh, okay. I got worried that maybe I shouldn't have spent all that money. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, on your OF page. And I was like,
oh, fuck no. Oh, I would run so far.
So now we're not going to work together. I'm like towing that line because, like, obviously I want people to subscribe. I want people to support. I want them to, but I can't work with somebody professionally in a vulnerable state, knowing knowing that I have been sexualized in their mind that intimately, like that. It's concerning to me for some reason, just my safety in general.
I agree.
So now I have to have that weird conversation, but I'm not saying that they haven't thought it.
Yeah.
Because we're all
can think whatever you want, just don't do nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's sexy people are sexy people.
Like, it's how you go about it. There's no way if you're attracted to somebody.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about sleeping with them.
Sure.
There's just no fucking way.
Yeah. Like, you can't stop that.
No, but it's like, okay. Yeah, I think y'all are hot as fuck, but am I going to slide into your DMs later and be like, hey, send me a titty pic? Absolutely not.
No.
Like, it's not professional. It's not.
We understand that level too. Yeah. Like, we're not just disses out here like, sure, I'll show everybody my tits.
The whole point is for me to be hot. Like, you're supposed to sexualize over the internet. That's the whole point. That's how we make our money. But there's a line that gets crossed when you have to do something professionally with somebody and all they're thinking about is putting their cock inside of you. Right. It's like we can't be any kind of professional.
And it's a blurry line. Like, we have to be very careful. Yeah. Like, we want our photographers to understand what sexy looks like and put that on camera. We want them to hype us up and make us feel attractive and like, oh my God, that's beautiful. That's it right there. But also don't subscribe to ROF.
Yeah, get female photographers.
If you do, don't tell me. I would never know. If you go in
I don't even have to know your username.
753. I don't know that's you. You don't have to tell me, and I would have never known.
1,000%. 1,000%.
I just think it is the weirdest fucking thing for a woman to get photographed by a straight male. If it's a gay dude, 100% cool. If it's a woman, 100% cool. Like, I have such a problem with it, though, because I know what they're fucking thinking the whole fucking time. Like, with y'all, it's a job. So, like, with me, I know I could never go take pictures or videos of somebody and not the whole time just in my head being like, if this bitch asked me right now to pull it out, I'm pulling it out. I kind of want her to, and that's not professional. There's nothing about that's fucking professional, and there's no way you are
with men, you can't hide that. Like, so you
No.
got to know that you can hold it together
No.
because we can
If you have a massive boner, I'm gonna notice, and I'm not gonna want to shoot with you anymore.
Well, the good Lord didn't give me a big dick, so we wouldn't have that problem. Like, it might look like my zipper sticking out just a little bit, but not like you wouldn't be able to see it.
Not the zipper, Josh.
the
Well, in
zipper.
that case, you're fine then. Like, it's not a problem.
Yeah, no, I would not be fine.
We have no problem.
Because in my head, I'm telling you, this is how fucking stupid I am. In my head, I would think like, oh damn, she was winking at me, not the camera.
I'm crying.
Let's see what we can do.
You have to be a very specific type of dude to even, one, be able to control yourself to be a kind of photographer like that, and two, be cool enough to where these women are actually willing to be around you with a camera in a household.
Not uncomfortable.
If we were talking about, and I don't know how many photographers in the world there are, but we're just going to simplify it to 100. If there's 100 straight male photographers taking pictures and videos of OnlyFans girls, one of them is not jerking off to your videos and pictures when they get home. One.
Well, we have one that we really like, and I think he's the one.
Well,
I've had photographers do some fuck shit to me though. I've had some really bad photographers do some weird shit when it comes to doing like bikini pictures. I didn't even take my top off, and he was still acting weird with me in a bikini. And I'm like,
it's uncomfortable. But there aren't that many female photographers. There really aren't.
We had this one. We went on a trip recently, and there's a girl with us. She barely works in social media. She doesn't do OnlyFans or nothing like that. But we had girls with us, and everybody split like a photo shoot or wherever where we was going to get like just nice pictures made of them. OnlyFans girls wanted content. This girl paid so she could get like some professional pictures. And this dude didn't know how to shoot the pictures. He was so fucking weird about it that they didn't tell me until after it was over with. Like, it was almost the dude was trying, he didn't know how to take a normal picture. He knew how to sexualize you and nothing else. And like, he didn't understand like this girl's concept or whatever. And to me, I think they're fucking creeps for that, because it's literally, I know that all you want is literally to fucking jack off to these pictures later.
Yeah.
Some of them are. Yeah. I worked with a really incredible photographer named Nicola, and he was my first photographer ever. His wife is an OnlyFans creator. So he did the majority of his beginning career shooting photos of his wife. And so I was really comfortable working with him because obviously he's doing it for like a sexualized photo, but I know he's married to an OnlyFans girl. So I know he's not trying to fuck me. He just used his wife as a muse, and now I'm fulfilling the pictures that I want, that I copied from her husband. So it's like, that's why I try to really only work with photographers who either are with OnlyFans girls, or I'm doing a shoot with the OnlyFans girl who's married to the man. Most of my photographers are married to OnlyFans girls.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong. Like, I know that I'm making like probably a bigger deal out of it than I should.
90% of them are creepy as fuck, but there's a good 1% that's dope.
Yeah, like I've not met a girl yet that does OnlyFans that does not have an uncomfortable or a horror story.
Right.
You're right. That's facts.
Well, Josh, would you say on that, line of thought, would you say that, because all the photographers I've ever talked to or asked, that exact question, they say, you know what, when you've done this for so long, you're desensitized to it. Do you think that's a thing?
No.
You don't think it's a thing?
No. I don't. Like, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
It's just a natural male reaction.
You can get desensitized to the fact that if you saw it all the time, maybe you didn't lust after people as much.
Right.
But you can't be in a room and be a regular heterosexual male. That literally, y'all don't understand. From the time a dude gets his first piece of ass until he dies.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I've never had a dick. I don't know how it works.
Well, it's 2024. You can probably change that.
Is it fully functional though? Can I come?
I don't know how the trans dicks work. I have no idea. They're cool though, probably.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I just don't know how it works.
That's a build a cock. You get to build your perfect cock.
I wish I could have. I'd have put an extra inch or two, maybe a little less veiny. But like, from the time you get your first piece of ass as a man until you die. Everything you do in between is so you get another piece of ass. Every shirt you bought, every truck you buy, every job
Not
you
every
have,
truck.
everything you do
Will the
is so
bitches love this?
well, it's so you'll be more attractive to women. No guy has ever went into a store and was wanting to buy a fucking $100 shirt, $50 shirt, or whatever because of him. He goes in there because like, oh, I want to look good to women. Otherwise, we would all go to fucking the dollar store and get fucking white cotton tees and wear them all day, every day because they're comfortable. Like you can't. It's
I feel like
impossible.
80% of the population does that.
Yeah, well, not
That's what
not.
men look like.
Mhm.
Well, that's
Basketball
still.
shorts and white tees.
Well, they probably
That
have the
Walmart
designer
8-pack goes
ones, though.
crazy.
Yeah, but it's impossible. Like you can't turn that off in your head.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I feel like I just have so many more like interviews to do. Like the good photographers, I want to talk to them more and be like, tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Tell me how. I want to know
tell you
what your
this,
brain is thinking.
This is the one I will guarantee you both this, and you would have to be careful about it because it's almost fucking entrapment. I'll guarantee no, seriously. Like if you
It is.
if you want to figure out who's a perv and who's actually trying to sleep with you and who's just being professional.
I feel like, am I
Give-
ready for this? Go.
Like,
I'm scared.
give them an inch and see if they take a mile.
Yeah.
Like throw something if you're not comfortable or you don't know them, give them just enough to where in their head they're like, oh, this bitch is flirting with me.
Yep.
And see how they react. And then you could always say, oh, I was just seeing what you do. I wanted to be
I was just seeing what you do.
I just wanted to be comfortable with you. But now that I know that you want to face fuck me, I'm out, bro. Like,
Toodaloo.
yeah.
I don't want to be manipulative. I don't want to be that bitch, but now I kind of want to try.
Why wouldn't you? You could
I don't want to know.
Look
I
at
know.
it.
I don't want to lose the good one.
I know.
That's what
but
I'm
this-
saying is I have 2 photographers that I trust in the entire world right now, and I'm scared.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
ask them anything,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
They
but
haven't made me uncomfortable yet, so I'm going to stick
Yeah.
around.
Well, there you go. Well, if
Right.
you got good ones, keep using them. But I'm talking about the ones that are just random, even if they
Yeah.
have a good portfolio or
Mhm.
fucking
Yeah.
whatever. I'm telling you, but you got to think about this. You said you didn't want to be manipulated or whatever. What if they're the ones manipulating you and you just don't fucking realize it? Like, what
That's
if
you
there's
got to be
what
quick
if-
with your mind in this job.
you-
There are a
Oh,
lot
Oh
of
yeah.
people that
I feel
take
like you can
advantage of
detect that from a mile
Yeah.
away.
I've
can
had
detect
photographers. I had a photographer. He has 500,000 followers on Instagram. He wanted to fly me out to Yacht Week for Miami for a photo shoot.
Yeah.
I didn't answer him for about 20 minutes. And he immediately was like, I was just on your OnlyFans and it said that you were active and I was buying a video and you answered me on there, but you didn't DM me back. I was like, you're
Yeah.
creepy as fuck. How
I'm
have all
telling
of
you.
these women been willing to shoot with you topless and this is how you
Yeah.
act in DMs?
Yeah.
Well, a
Nope,
lot
like,
of those
no.
guys too, and I've seen it fucking 100 times. A lot of those guys buy their fucking followers anyway. Then they
Yeah.
pay for somebody who's up and coming or whatever to do a photo shoot with them. So they have people fucking coming out there to where it makes them look better. You fake it till you make it. And
Mhm.
then, but also the reason why I even say any of this stuff is you're in a vulnerable position when you're doing this shit. Last
Very.
thing I want to see is anybody get hurt. And I
Mhm.
think there's a lot of dudes that I have been creeped out by. Like, and I'm not talking about photographers. I'm just talking about fucking men in general are
Yeah.
fucking creepy. Like the older I get, the more older my daughter gets, the more I realize how fucking
Mhm.
creepy we are.
I feel like a lot of dudes don't realize it till they have kids, and then they
Yeah.
see how they act around their kids, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And it's like, yeah, that's how women have lived their entire life. Like, we can't even go to the bathroom alone.
I get it.
If we go to the restaurant, we can't go alone anywhere.
I did not used to get it, but I get it now. The older
Mhm.
my daughter will be 13 this year. The older she gets, the more I'm like, oh yeah, I want to kill every man alive. Because I know me, I'm not as even close to what I used to be, but I'm still a fucking pig. I know I am. Like there are times,
Admission is the first step.
yeah, there are times that I say shit or I do shit, and in my head, luckily I don't do it no more. It's more be thinking it, but it's more like, God damn, why did you do that? Why did you think that? Why can't you help that? And if I'm trying to practice self control, I can only imagine the people that are out there, the men that are out there, that are not trying to practice self control, and they just
Yeah.
let that
They're
shit
scary.
fucking fly.
It is scary. And I think too, you have to be aware, you have to be safe. But also, it just makes me nervous when women think like, yeah, I feel like I'm pretty strong. I lift weights. I'm tall. Like, I feel like I'm stubborn. I can hold my own. But the bottom line is, if I'm alone in a room with a man, he will always be able to overtake me physically in any situation. And I see, some OF girls that'll go out, they'll fly out
You
to a
gotta
photographer
carry.
they
I don't
never
know if
met.
y'all be carrying. Every time I go somewhere, I got something on me. You ain't taking me over.
And you
I will not be
can't-
a victim.
You cannot go alone, even if you're bringing like another girl. Like, you think a guy can't handle two girls?
Yes, the
Like,
fuck they can.
don't put yourself in that situation. Don't go alone. Do not go alone.
Well,
That's it.
You got to think if that guy, or it could be reversed. It could be a woman, I would think too. But if they've
Not
made
as common, but
if they've made that decision in their mind that they're willing to take it that far, they're willing to do anything to take it that far. Whether it's drugs,
Right. Yeah. If they
water,
cross that line mentally,
yeah,
they'll go for it.
they're willing to do it physically.
Yeah.
Well, and with women, if we're talking about women doing that, women have crossed that line mentally and they can manipulate pretty easy. Like, they are the, gatekeepers of sex. We talked about this. So if a woman wants something bad enough, and then she can always be manipulative enough to say like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Or even if you decide like say no, they can turn it back on you and say that you put them in that position. And so all of us, men and women, just make sure you're safe. Bring somebody with you. Make sure, just use your brain. Like, in any situation, photographer or
make
any
sure you have an
professional.
escape route. That's the big thing. I feel like a lot of women are extremely nonchalant about the fact that literally anybody could do something to you.
Yeah.
And I always have something on me to protect myself.
Yeah.
Always.
I'll take it I'll take it one step further with something you just said. To me, and I'll catch hell from this, but it's really my honest opinion. And I love all you lesbians out there, by the way. I am the biggest fan of lesbians. There is not a more aggressive beast in this world than a manly lesbian. Like,
I turn into a manly lesbian a lot.
Oh my God. But I'm talking about
love.
I love lesbians to death.
Me too.
But
that was so cute.
How the fuck did you do that?
I'm magic on Valentine's Day.
I hear that.
Oh my gosh. Wait, does mine do it?
Yes.
No, I don't know. But like,
Josh, do it.
The manly lesbians have no fear in this world. They're so aggressive. Like, they'll come up, they'll rub on you or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I'm a woman too. It's cool." And it's like, "Nah, bro, you made a decision. Like, you can't be that way." We've had to run them off of some shit that we've done before.
I've actually never met a scary dyke.
Really?
No.
They're the most
I've never in my life
in
personally in real life. I don't go out much. I'm very much so a homebody. I don't know very many people in general, if we're being honest.
Same.
But with very few encounters I have had with like butch lesbians, they've always been very kind to me.
No.
But that's probably because I'm a hot girl.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say they always protect me. Like they dominate.
I've been
but
stood
they're
up
trying to fuck you.
Firebirds.
But well,
they are, of course.
100%.
And like, I've got one that's kind of on the manly side that I'm very, very good friends with, and I love her dearly. I'm not talking about her if you listen to this, dickhead. I'm talking about like we've been out. We talk very ugly to each other. That's how you know we love
I love her already.
Yeah, she's fucking wonderful. But like, we've been out in Nashville, and we'll take a group of girls with us wherever. And it's always the manly lesbian that always gets way too aggressive, way too handsy. They always make a move before a guy. They're just very weird to me. Very weird creatures.
Interesting.
I guess I've never gone out with. I mean, that's not true.
I've never been around them.
Friends. Yeah, one of my very best friends here. Like, I go out with her to the bar. People always think I never get hit on because people always think we're together because she's definitely a lesbian, but she's not butch. Like she would never overtake me. She's shorter than me. She just looks like a well-kept, like nice, pretty boy. But I've never hung out with. Now I want to try some things. Vicious. Ivy, you want to go out? Let's go do this.
I'm about to take a flight really quick. We're gonna go have a social experiment. Don't mind us.
Social experiment. Make a few videos, mommy videos, and then we'll get you back home.
We need to plan this after at this point.
Yeah, y'all just need to come to Nashville when we do our group shows.
I'm going to Nashville this week. Next month. Yeah, I'm going with Cowgirl.
Oh, you're gonna be out
there? Thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you'll be with us then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's with him.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Fuck yeah.
Yeehaw.
Next month.
It's the week of March the 13th, right?
Yep, the 11th to the 14th is
No
when we're doing the
shit.
trip.
Well, you'll be in our group show that we do that week.
That's
Excited.
awesome.
Missy needs to bring her ass out here with us.
I got you.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Love to see Missy.
I would too. She's cool as shit. No, I'm not trying to like rag on just butch lesbians, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. Because now I hear like I'm
You
hearing
are
back
going to
and
get
forth.
comments about this.
There's going to be a bunch
love
of lesbian
our
really upset in the
lesbians.
comments.
We
Well-
love them. We
Well,
love
I
them.
have a very fucked up belief with this, and you probably are gonna hate me. Like I am the hugest person. Like I grew up in a house with domestic violence, so like I
Sure.
hate when like a man puts his hands on a woman. I
Yeah.
fucking despise it. But also, like our domestic violence was my parents beating the shit out of each other. Like it wasn't just one; it was both.
It
So
was
like
bold.
I learned at a young age, you treat a woman like a woman always. Like you just walk away like that's not for me. But if you're a full ass manly lesbian and you put your hands on me, like I'm just gonna go ahead and be like, look, bro. Like you gonna stop if you don't stop right now, you want to act like a man, you're gonna get treated like one.
You can't get treated like
Yeah,
one.
like so all you lesbians out there, I love you very, very much.
You do.
So let's
Yeah,
not-
I don't think I
let's not
have
get
enough
violent.
opinion on that. I don't have enough experience with it, but
I thought it was like a rapid thing because I know down here in Georgia it is. Like I know that the aggressive, manly lesbians are very like. Well, I've got a lot of complaints. Like a lot
I've
of complaints.
legitimately never even met one in real life.
I don't think I have either. Where in Georgia are you?
Where do you
Josh?
find them?
South- I'm South Georgia, like right below Macon.
Okay. All right. I'm going to Georgia next month.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Let me get an
wondering. I want
Airbnb
to see
quick.
this group. I want to see
Okay,
this
you-
posse.
What do you come to Georgia for?
Collab.
Okay.
Collab with somebody.
You probably are up in Atlanta, shit though.
She's in Savannah.
Oh, you're next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like an hour and 45 away.
Bet.
Who
See
the
you at the
fuck-
clubs.
You'll have to tell me who it is in Savannah because I don't know many OnlyFans girls from in Georgia.
It's Lila Gray. You know her?
She just moved
Lila
there.
Gray.
She used to be in Charlotte with me.
She was North Carolina. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
She's beautiful. I'll get her on the
She is.
podcast too. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, we'll come hang out with you in Georgia.
Cool. Let me.
She's
look up
awesome.
This Lila Gray. Is
Yeah,
this-
she's
is it-
beautiful.
She's very
Platinum
sweet.
blonde.
One of the sweetest women I've ever met. Like
The
genuinely.
sweetest.
I'm
Like,
gonna
you
get-
meet her,
Lift
you're just like,
heavy,
aw.
she's got a giant ass. Oh, she's the best.
Yeah, I can't
She's a
find
sweet
it.
little
There's a
Southern
lot of
belle.
Lila Grays. There's a fucking shit ton of them.
We got some hot friends.
Well, I've made the mistake before, like, because I'm so bad. Like, I'm supposed to get y'all to drop your social medias and shit all throughout the show and all that other bullshit and everything.
Obviously, that's our top priority to
Yeah,
take over your show with our
absolutely.
socials.
But I'm so bad about sometimes. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just having a good conversation and I forget to, and then I'll go
Yeah.
back later and they'll like somebody will mention somebody else. So like,
Yeah.
I know that we did a show with I think it was Tawny. I think Tawny was sharing like some girls for me to go look at, and like, hey, you got to have them on your show or whatever. I'll send them a message for you. And one of them I didn't know who the fuck they were, and I messaged the wrong person. And I was like, oh, I'd love to have you on the show. Tawny and me were just talking about you and all this kind of shit. And they were like, who the fuck are you? And who the fuck is Tawny? And I was like, oh, my bad. I feel like a moron now. Yeah, so y'all have to actually.
Well,
send me the
they
link.
should have been honored. They don't even know who they were. You know,
I wouldn't
how
go
dare
that
they?
far. I don't.
They
know.
missed out.
I don't know
They
if
missed
go that
out.
far. 'Cause I'm
Their
pretty
loss.
Sure, I'm pretty sure how it even came up where we were talking about the nicest asses. Like,
Oh, great, great
I'm,
topic.
Yeah, I'm a big ass guy.
Well, as you should be.
Yeah, there's nothing. I don't know. There's something about a nice ass that makes me go fucking full caveman real quick.
I wish Instagram let us show
I
ass
am
more.
no better than a man. If I see a woman walking by, what's that TikTok saying? Oogly moogly.
Oh boy, I'm telling
That
you.
thing is juicy.
Yeah, a fat ass will get me in trouble in a heartbeat.
Listen, I'm here for that. I'm
Oh, no,
grateful
trust
for
me.
ass
I've
people.
seen your Instagram.
That's all I got. I ain't got no tits. Like I gotta just.
I think tits are. I love titties. Don't get me wrong. I am not. There's nothing wrong with. I love tits. But
Sure.
like,
Who
there's
doesn't?
something about a fat ass. There's
Yeah.
just something about a nice ass that just makes me want to like pay child support. I don't know what it is. Like I've seen tits and I'm like, those are nice. Those are cool. A nice ass will get you.
I like
I'm the
it.
same way, to be honest. I definitely get more turned on by a fat ass than some big titties.
Yeah,
It's
same.
weird.
But I'm not knocking people who have implants and all that, but like
Yeah.
those BBLs that don't move, I can't play with them. I don't like that. Like I'm fine if it makes you happy, have it, but I need a little bit of shake. I need some jiggle that goes
like concrete.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I've got a really good friend that does the show every once in a while, and she got one. And I tried my best to talk this bitch out of it before she got it.
Mhm.
And she was like, no, it's going to make me feel better about myself. By all means, if it
Yeah.
makes you feel better about yourself, do it.
Absolutely.
Whatever it is, I
Absolutely.
don't care what it is. That's your body. My opinion don't fucking matter.
Absolutely.
But I don't like them at all.
Yeah. I
like a
mean,
natural ass.
some of them look natural. Like if you got
Yeah.
no ass and you get a little bit of something back there, that's fine.
Yeah.
But some of them
That's
are
kind of
just
what I was.
so.
I could never get a BBL. My legs would never match any kind of ass I ever
Yeah,
had. Like, I
yeah.
could never
Some of
ever
them
get
just-
implants anywhere
some
because
of
it
them
would
just
look
look
fake
like
as
you-
fuck on me. I'm
Yeah.
very obviously not built like that. I'm 5'10" string bean. I got a little bit of tits. I got a little
Yeah.
plump ass, but there's no reason I need to have a absolute badonkadonk when I'm
No.
not built to have a badonkadonk.
You're not.
God did not
supposed
build
to.
me that way.
You're not fucking supposed to. Do like anybody that's listening to this, don't get a BBL. Do squats. Just
Those are
fucking
dangerous
squats.
too. I don't think people understand how dangerous it is to get surgeries like that. For real. And in the
Yeah.
long term, like those things are not going to do good long term in your body. For real, for
Yeah.
real.
Well, wait till you see when they get the grandma. Like it's
Mhm.
with it being
It's not
like
gonna
a
be
newer
pretty.
thing. No, it's like you're gonna be
Yeah.
a grandma and your ass still looks 30. Nobody wants. See, I'm one
I
of
know.
those- I like like I want a woman to age with me. Like I don't
Yeah.
I
Naturally.
don't want to fucking look 50 and you still look 30 if we're the same age. Like I think there's
As
something
long as
cute-
everything matches, I'm
Yeah.
okay with it. But coming from a medical professional, like all I can think about is like all the extra pressure on joints
Yeah.
that is doing, and they're gonna walk different, and I'm like, you're gonna see me for the next 30 years. Your knees are gonna hurt with that. Like or you know, I mean, again, if you want implants and it makes you feel better, like get it. That is fine. But if you're getting stacks on stacks out everywhere, like your body's not used to carrying that. It's just not.
gonna
You don't
hurt.
have the strength for it. It's going to hurt, and it's not going to hurt in 5 years, probably not 10 years. But give it time.
When
you're
you
gonna
get older,
fall
all
apart.
of that is going to catch up on your body and it's not going to feel good at
I
all.
cannot tell you how many, most of my patients are like geriatric patients, and they come in and they're just like, put me out of my misery. I hate this. Like, I'm so, I can't imagine if they had like bolt on anything and they were like,
These triple Ds, your back is going to collapse by the time you're 40.
No
shoulders, back, like just everything carries differently. And again, I am not knocking it. Like I have
No.
there are so many
Most
women
of
that
my friends have fake tits. Most
That's
of my
fine.
friends do.
That is totally fine. I have fake tits. But when I went and got them, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't want this. I have had 4 children. They have been breastfed, I need to just have a shirt. To
Yeah.
just fill
You have
a
your
shirt.
boobs done?
Yeah.
Really?
I
They look
do.
so good and natural.
That's all
Yeah,
I
That's
want.
an
I would've
example of a
never
good
known.
surgery.
Natural, normal.
Yeah,
Fill
you
out
would
a
never
bra.
be able to tell. Real
No.
Because
shit.
when I fed my babies and I lost, like, I had nothing.
I'm
So
probably
if I
gonna be
put
on
on
the
like
same track if I ever have kids.
Yeah.
I'm
if
right
I put
down
on a
there with you.
bikini, my bikinis would slide around and just like nipples show because I had like
Yeah.
literally no chest. And so I was like, just a little something, and that.
Give me the tits I had before I had kids. That's all I want.
Yeah, that's all I need. That's all I need.
If anybody's listening to the show and you want a reason to subscribe to Missy, I will guarantee you great tits. Now that I know that, there's not a chance you don't have amazing tits. I would
Yeah.
have never fucking known.
I wouldn't have either. Real shit. I would have never guessed
And I
that.
get so, social media is hard because I'm scrolling with all these hot bitches all day, and I'm like, should I upgrade? And literally
No.
everybody I have ever talked to on my pages says they're perfect. They are so don't touch perfection.
I don't want
Leave it
anybody's
alone.
opinion on my titties. At this point,
Like-
if you don't like them, don't fucking look at them.
Yeah,
Don't fucking look at
that's
'em.
fair. That's
you
fair.
look natural. I mean, that's the thing where a lot of people are missing the mark now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it's getting too fake. Like it's
Yeah.
getting
You can tell.
it's too much. Like think about the first women that ever got implants. Like was it probably back 60s or 70s?
Ooh, yeah.
Like
Those don't look good.
Oh fuck no.
Uh-uh.
Like there's gonna be people in whatever you said 20 years that all this extra work they're getting done, their body's gonna fucking collapse.
Well, it
They're
just
gonna get
doesn't.
taken out.
It doesn't look natural. Like you think it looks better,
Yeah.
but in reality, it just looks weirder.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's again, if it makes you feel good, who the fuck cares what we're saying?
Yeah.
Who
Exactly.
cares what
Absolutely.
anybody's saying? If it makes you feel good, you do you. But
Make
don't
sure it's
expect
proportionate
everybody
to your
around
height.
you to think it looks like you're aging gracefully because it's just you just fucking it up.
Yeah.
I just feel like where everybody goes wrong with their BBLs is they want such a fat ass, but they don't recognize that they don't have legs. Like you have to
Right.
have thick. If you want a fat, juicy ass, you have to have fat,
A
juicy
good
thighs
support system.
and calves
Yeah.
and knees. If you're going to have a fat ass, you have to have fat everything else, or else
Yep.
it's going to look literally. If you have a 6-pack abs, but you have an actual badonkadonk, it doesn't
Yeah.
look right.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like you. Like everybody's supposed to be an individual. Like I hate the fuck this because it sounds really stupid, but everybody is supposed to look like themselves. Like everybody's a
Yeah, for
fucking
sure.
snowflake. Like
They are.
it's you're supposed to be individual,
Yep.
and it's where now everybody's matching, and it's stupid. To me.
Yeah.
Like that's like I don't
It's
want you to
sad
look
if you
like
think
somebody
about it.
else.
The beauty
Yeah.
standards, like
Yeah.
every woman in America aspires to look the fucking same.
Mm-hmm. I
It's
mean,
sad.
and we're fed that all day, though. We are fed that, you see all
For
the
real.
likes and clicks on people's stuff, all the good comments. And you're like, well, that's what I'm supposed to look like. Like, we're fed that. We're not fools. But like we talked about before, there really is a market for every body
Oh
type.
yeah.
Like the super thick girls that, in my world of, physical therapy and health, like in my standard, like that is like, I see all the pain they're going to have later. I'm like, that's not healthy. I need to get that BMI, but people love that juicy, thick body. Love it. I'm so glad there are people for that. And then we got the other side of the spectrum where women are starving themselves and it's the whole like 90s grunge look and everything. And
That's
people
what I
love
was
that.
It's like
They
there's
love
some
that too.
days.
But we
Yeah,
see it
there's-
on social media all day that like, okay, so this person's getting the more likes. I need to be more like them. And then give it 10 years, it's going to be another standard, another look. So it depends. I have had a giant ass my whole life. Like all the females in my life have giant. I grew up thinking like, I hate it. I hated it. So I'm just grateful that they're in right now. In 10 years, I'm sure they're not going to be in. I'm going to need to
they've
do
always
fewer
been
squats,
in.
but
Well,
I
y'all
don't know. I
I-
have felt like so self-conscious my whole life.
Nah.
Life.
You go back.
Like trying to get those scrubs on. Oh my God.
Bitches
Oh
and
my God.
scrubs
It's
are
so
already-
hard.
Yeah, good. Keep it that way. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that scrub ass is a special ass. Fuck, keep your bikinis, keep your lingerie. That scrub ass is where it's at. But
Oh,
if you look even back like at the 90s, and it's not, I'm just talking about ass. I'm talking about people just being happy in their body. You're
Yeah.
either sexy or you're not. You can add
Yeah.
all the extra shit on that you want regardless. There are people that all of us know that probably not fit anybody else's standards that do
Right.
not care what they look like. And those are usually the fucking sexiest people of the
Yep. Yep.
Like
It's that confidence too, being comfortable with who you are, what you have, how you carry it. It really is. And again, just as much as I'm saying like there are people for everybody, there are also going to be people that hate those body types and they're going to say it loud. They're going to say it
be
loud.
very
They're gonna be in the
adamant
comment
about it.
section.
Yeah, they're
They cannot wait to tell you that your forehead's too big, your nose is too big, as if any of us can fix that or care. Like, what do you want? I'm sorry that my nose is bigger than you would like, sir. I'm glad you told me about it. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
It's literally because they want to sleep with you and they know that they will never, ever, ever get a chance. Men have not progressed that much since fucking elementary school where you used to pick on the bitch that you like. You just kind of get better about it as you get older most men do, to where roasting is my love language. If I don't give you fucking shit,
so good. That's why I brought Ivy on. Ivy's quick. Like, I love it. She's like that.
If I
I'm honestly too, like, I'm so comfortable in my own skin. I have been on social media for so long. Like, I've never even thought about changing my body at all. I don't currently fit the men's beauty standard right now. Some of them, yeah, but 99% of the time they're like, you're too tall, you don't have a fat enough ass, where's all your meat, like blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like that. Yeah. Why don't you go buy me some meat then, you broke bitch? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
So,
but you still radiate sexy.
Absolutely.
Like, you don't have
that's because I'm so comfortable with who I am at this point. I think that's like my thing is I am who I am. And if you don't like it, go cry a river and float down it. I don't care.
If
Very rare.
If you were timid about your appearance, that's when you become unattractive. But otherwise, it does not matter what you look like or whatever. Like, you can make someone find you attractive by just your personality, by everything.
Oh, yeah.
Else. Like,
Confidence is so sexy. It really
if you try too hard,
men or women.
A lot of men will get super turned off by women who try entirely too hard to look good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't like it at all.
Yeah. It's so surprising to me. Like the really, really, really high successful OF girls. I'm like, those women, first of all, they're not even in touch with reality with their pay. Like they don't pay manage their pages. They're not real. Yeah. But also like the pictures are so perfect. They are so like, I can't even, like, I will never be that person. But you know what sells really well for me is like my morning selfies when I'm rolling out of bed. Like it's
you have to think about what they look like 10 years ago, though. Think about before social media. Well, when they got that BBL, when they had their tits done, when they had that gastric bypass surgery to lose all that weight, when they got to do all that Botox in their face, the way they got that nose job. Like, yeah, they look perfect now, but how did they look before social media pressured them to look like that? Some of them do naturally look like that, and good for you. But 99% of these influencers and these OF girls, they built their body. They went to the store and bought that body.
Well, and I just can't even imagine having to live to that standard. Like waking up knowing that you have to live mentally need to live to this standard where you think you need to be all day, every day for everybody. Like some days I wake up and I'm like, fuck it. We're doing sweats and no makeup today. Exactly. And that's the content I'm doing. I am doing a video like this. You don't have to buy it, but that's where I'm at. I'm not going to break myself mentally just to please other people.
I feel bad for some of those.
That's not how I work.
Yeah, they wake up stressed as fuck. They woke up, open their eyes. They're like, I have to go get a blowout. I have to put 10 pounds of makeup on my face and I have to shoot 7 different videos or else I'm literally going to be a piece of shit. It's like, that's exactly how they think when they wake up. And it makes me feel for them because
it does. Know that they're going to have a breakdown and
they're going to have a mental crisis.
I'm not judging them. I'm actually
praying for them.
Reaching out. Like I'm sad. It hurts me that they think they have to be that standard for people because it's not. The reality of it is, like we talked about, people like relatable, people like real, and it's okay to be real. I genuinely connect more with people when they're real, even on podcasts or clips or reels. We like real. We like, relatable. We like funny. We like, oh my God, I didn't know people thought that way too. Like we like that.
Well, exactly. I think anybody that doesn't think that way is going to miss the mark, especially in what y'all do, is because the appeal is you are the girl you can run into in Walmart or whatever. When you stop being that and you start being something that's so fucking what you think is so much bigger, you lose your fucking appeal. I want to, if I'm going to lust after you, I want you to be obtainable. Right. And at some point in time, you just, if you're going to live that way, you become unattainable. And it's just, I might as well go fucking jack off to you porn or.
I was going to say, that's what makes OF so unique. Like people are always saying like, you can get that for free online. Why are y'all paying? They're paying for it because we are real. They want to support. They want to feel relatable. They want to feel seen. They want to feel heard. They want to feel validated. We as OF girls, that's our job, to be in your DMs, to allow you to feel, connected to. You're not going to get that on a free website. And I'm not saying you're not going to get, just a free, quick one on Pornhub or whatever. Go get it. That's fine. Do it. But if you are willing to pay for something that's more of a connection, more custom, more intimate, that's what we're there for.
Yeah. You build a relationship with these people.
You do. And I'm not, again, I need to reiterate, just because you're following me or, you support me does not mean you are necessarily in my DMs getting these things from me. I also have people who are just there to like my page, to comment, to share, to mod for me on lives. These people don't necessarily, subscribe to my OF. They're there to support me in ways that aren't monetary. And that's also really important, to just be supportive. So we're there as people to meet you wherever you are in your life, whether that be just somebody that we respect professionally, we're there for it. If you want to subscribe, get in my DMs, we can work through some things, make you feel better, have a good week. We are there for that too. But we are not there to, shove anything down anybody's throat, force anybody to do anything. We're real people too. So we can connect with you as a real person, but we need you to connect with us as real people too. Everywhere.
Yeah, that's what's cool about every one of the girls we've had on this show that have them is like, I've had one of all of y'all, and I don't know why they did. I think it's because I was sharing some of their stuff, sent me like their free link or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what it's called. But everybody else, nobody has been pushy. Nobody has made it about whatever. Like it's always been just you. Like it's always just been like the people that follow you that fucking pay for everything. You're supposed to treat them different than how me and you treat each other.
Absolutely.
And y'all are really good at that. That's what makes it so intimate. That's what makes it such a turn on to these people. To where like if somebody was to send me something and be like, hey, you got to pay this so we can have interaction, I'd tell you to go fuck yourself.
Absolutely.
I'd be like, hey, you can pay me to talk to you. But like that's not everybody. A lot of people want that connection, that intimacy. And I get it. I get the appeal. I always have. I don't know why people knock it so bad.
Yeah, I think they're just scared because they think there's just a certain way culturally that you're supposed to do things. And if anybody breaks away from that, it's scary, it's foreign, it's taboo. But I embrace the taboo. Like, let's have those real conversations. Like, you don't have to like it, but to just understand that some people do, it's okay. It really is. Like, the world is not going to end. Your society is not going to die.
No.
Like, I know there are studies on certain acts that humans do cause certain things. I understand that, but also we're all just growing and doing our best over here. And in order for some of us to do better mentally, physically, in our jobs, in our, in our world, in our environment, we need certain things to help us get through. That's all there is to it. And there are safe ways to do that.
Yeah, before anybody thinks y'all are just the worst and they start attacking y'all, just tell them to attack the Catholic Church. Tell them to attack the Mormons. Tell them to attack the Jehovah's Witnesses. Tell them to attack all these people.
I've never knocked on someone's door and asked them to subscribe to my OnlyFans, but you know who was at my front door yesterday? Those fucking Jehovah's Witnesses.
Well, it's not really that. It's all the shit that religion hides. And I'm a Christian, but it's all the shit that a lot of these people hide that they're wanting to sit there and make you look so bad. They're doing the same fucking shit behind closed doors, or they're wishing they could be. I don't
have a strong viewpoint on religion. I don't get into that debate.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
I think the reality of it is, like you said, though, they're doing it behind closed doors. I think what makes people so scared about us is we're just so okay to talk about it and to not necessarily advertise it, but we're so comfortable with who we are, how we do things, that they don't like it's scary for them to talk about it publicly. But
it's like they're mad.
Honestly, one person came in my comment section. They were like, I can't even imagine what's hiding on your phone. And I was like, nothing. It's literally all out there for the world. If it's not on Instagram, if it's not on TikTok, then it's on,
what
OS,
the fuck would
it's
be
on
hiding
Fansly.
on your phone?
Yeah, right?
Well, I think they just think I have like these taboo like videos or like these dirty DMs with people's. No, like that is not who I am. Like everything is out there. I don't hide anything. If people ever put me in a position to feel uncomfortable where I feel like I need to hide something, that's not going to work for me. Like I'm very open about who I am, what I do. You talk to me on a live stream or a podcast, I'll answer anything. I have no secrets. Yeah. So I think it's hard for people to live in a way where you don't keep things secret, where you don't, there's just some things you're not supposed to talk about. That's not who I am. And I'm the same way with my kids. Like, obviously they're kids and you have to like calibrate a little bit. There's certain things that like, let them be kids. Adult things are adult things. Kid things are kid things. But if my kids come to me with a question about something, I'm going to straight up tell them how it is. I don't tiptoe around topics. Now, it may be uncomfortable and I may need to preface it with this may be uncomfortable and you can come talk to me about it anytime. If you want to talk to somebody else about it, a therapist or something, that's fine. If you don't feel comfortable talking to me or your dad, you can go somewhere else. But I'm not like, there's no off topic, things like you're allowed to say anything to me. And I live that way. I'm okay with it.
But what I don't understand is with people, why would it fucking matter if you had anything taboo on your phone? I mean, to me, like even
That
like,
means they do.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're open and honest about what we like. We literally, and like I'm saying this, but I'm not saying it in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
We share our sin with the world.
Yep.
Like we share our sin with the world to where what we like, what we're into, what we're thinking.
Yeah.
We're more open and honest than what you do, to where like they think just because they don't share it that they're a better person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the fucking truth. It says in the Bible, all sin is created equal.
So trying to tell them that is like talking to a brick wall.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I know, but like it's not really for you to talk to them about it. It's for you to know. It's for you to know, and it should be for them to understand. Plus, also, like I said, I'm a Christian. I'm not a very good one. I'm definitely not the example setter. But like to be a Christian is to be Christ-like. For these people, like why the fuck, in my opinion, is why are you sitting there worried about them when you should be worried about yourself? You're not in any way, shape, or form getting me to heaven. Like you're not. Like I'm also not going to go to your house, dig through your drawers, and try to find your fucking deep dark secrets.
No.
So, like it doesn't make. They're all fucking. They don't understand it. Like we're just supposed to be nice to each other. That we're supposed to be respectful to each other. If you like the weirdest shit in the world, as long as it don't have nothing to do with you messing with fucking kids or anything like that, you tell me you like kids, I'm probably gonna punch you in the fucking face. I'm killing you.
It's so crazy you just mentioned that, Josh. I was gonna say I love OF because I'm open minded. I don't give like people have kinks, fetishes. I don't kink shame. Like let's go for it. But there's a page I found on Instagram this morning because of another influencer. And she gets around the nudity thing on Instagram. Like you can have your tits out if you're breastfeeding.
Yeah.
She gets her tits out with a silicone newborn baby to show her tits, her giant tits, and she pretends she's feeding it and does the mommy talk thing and then posts her OF link on it. And I'm just like, okay, I'm open-minded, but and then I'm like, well, fuck, it's
that's borderline a felony.
No, I know. I'm like, it's not a real kid. It's not a real kid. But also, like,
I know she is.
That's a lot. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that's. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
I have some people request a lot of weird shit. Blocked.
Like, you can have your own little kinks and fetishes and stuff, but to be a creator and to skirt around the rules in that way and to capitalize off of it publicly is
here's my problem with it. Like, and of course, and I'll stick to what I said earlier. You can't define somebody else's morals. I can't tell.
That's all the stuff going through my head. Like, don't shame, don't. But then I'm like,
oh, don't do that either.
There's not a slippery slope than it comes to with y'all do. I'm gonna be crude as fuck for a second. Like,
go for it.
With what y'all post, and I see y'all or whatever, the thing that I'm gonna think is like, oh, what's the next thing she's gonna put in her pussy? Like when I see or hear something like that, it's a slippery slope because it's like if you're willing to go do this for views and for content and for money, this means that you'll do something else. Like that's the where I'm not comfortable with. Like if you're willing to have a fake ass baby, breastfeed, that's fucking weird. And what comes along with it, I'll guarantee you the nasty shit that this person sent is probably not worth what she's posting. But with you guys, there's nothing along those lines. I think everybody in the world, the hardest fucking criminals of all time, if you go to prison and you're a fucking child molester, you're getting killed by these motherfuckers.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
There's nobody that will sit here and say that fucking with kids is okay. No one on the fucking planet. That's the only.
Unfortunately, there are.
We don't do that.
Yeah,
not very many, but
yeah, that's the only thing I think you cannot recover from. I think that if you are somebody that fucks with kids, A tall tree and a short rope is the only answer for you. You don't get a fucking second chance if I had it.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't like
Yeah.
I just, and now, you know, we're parents. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. That is a hard no. We're not doing that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But with this girl doing what you were just talking about, that opens a door to where it's like you're using a child to sexualize your OF.
Yep.
Yes.
Like that's
And
fucking.
it's so messed up. And I get
I think
it.
that
It's
should
not a
be
real
illegal
kid.
for real. Like,
And
actually,
she's doing
I think
it.
be illegal.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
doing
she
it to be able to market naked online. Like, I get that. And like,
There's
Oh,
so many better ways to do that, though.
well, you're a mom. You're a mom. Think about it like this: you as a mother wouldn't actually put your real child on there breastfeeding.
no,
to
ever. I
sexualize
do
it.
not let my kids be on my page
Yeah.
because I have an
Yeah.
OF link. I do not.
Mhm.
Yeah, there are predators out there. And I don't want anybody ever thinking like, and then again, there are OF girls that put their family on their page, and I'm not judging you. I'm just saying you need to be aware of what industry you're in, because there
Yes.
are child predators, and there are OF girls that look and capitalize on the child look.
Yep. So many.
And that right there, actually, I'm not a big fan of either. But I get that they're adults and they're just, I get that. Like, it's not.
I get it from the
Yeah.
creator's point of view, but you also have to think about, what do your DMs look like?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're 20, but you look 15.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
What are your DMs looking like right now? And you already know, yeah, you're 20, but you don't look like it.
Right.
So, and
Yeah.
you know that, and
I
you're
know when
very
Missy-
well aware.
I know when me and Missy talked last time, like one of the things that it's just a fucking turn on for me, but you have to be a grown ass woman, is fucking
Mhm.
pigtails. I don't know why I like pigtails. I fucking, it just,
They're hot.
they're fucking hot. But
Handlebars.
I'll tell you something that you grow out of for all men when you realize it's fucking weird. Or maybe it's just because you have daughters. I don't really know what it would be. But like, I don't like, when I was younger, way younger, I would probably be like, oh damn, she's in a schoolgirl outfit. That's hot. Or hey, she's in a cheerleading outfit. That's hot. But the older you get, the more you're like, I don't want this girl to act like a fucking kid. Like, I don't want her to act.
That comes
younger.
with age.
Yeah, like it's fucking, it's weird. And like, you got to think, when you start doing that and you start pandering to people that like way younger, what are you actually pandering to?
Exactly.
What are you actually opening the fucking door to? I'm all about adults fucking adults and doing whatever weird, kinky, crazy fucking shit that they do. By all means, fucking do whatever. But when you start pandering to people that fucking like that, it's very fucking weird to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's one, I mean, again, it's hard because the creators are adults. They know they're adults. Everybody knows they're adults. They say they're adults. But it's for some reason it's the body type and the body language when you
The
feed
thoughts
into a
for me.
certain
Yeah.
yeah. It's just it's a fine line. Like,
Yeah.
and we see it all the time. But like, who doesn't love a good schoolgirl outfit? But I know I'm also a 37-year-old woman with
Yeah.
curves and all that, and it's it's just a cute little fantasy. Like, I get that, but it's also like, if I looked 15, I probably wouldn't do
that's
it.
the huge difference. You're not trying to, when you put one on, it's just a sexy outfit. You're not trying to act or make
Right.
yourself look like a fucking teenager.
Right. Yeah, I'm not. And again, it's hard because like there is a market for
Yeah.
that. Like, there are creators that they have baby faces, and I get that, but to feed into it just makes me sick as a
Yeah,
I think when you feed into it, it just makes the problem in the real world a lot worse, because we all know
Yeah.
you're 20, but realistically, the person that's watching that, they don't care that you're 20. You look 15, and as soon as you disappear,
Right.
the first thing they're gonna do is find a 15.
Right. But again, I don't
Yeah.
want to be the moral police, but then I have kids. I want to protect them.
It's not you're being like I said, there are things in this world that are opinion based. But when
Yes.
you have the hardest criminals that have done the worst shit, that have murdered other motherfuckers, if they think that it is morally wrong to fuck with teenagers or younger than that, it's not, it really doesn't become a moral issue at that point. It's more of like a unspoken rule. I mean, even though they
Yeah.
got actual laws and shit against it, but it's literally where that's not okay. There are certain things that are just not okay that if 99.999% of the world agrees on, it must be fucking bad.
Exactly. The moral aspect on that, I feel, is that morally we all know that kids are helpless and we need to protect them and nurture them. And some of these people want to take advantage of the fact that they are helpless.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the big problem. And then when you cater to people like that, they make it feel like it's okay. I guess.
Have you guys seen those AI pages, like pages of women that just aren't real women? They're completely AI, which is so crazy because they have all the hotness and all the perfect bodies and all the energy because they're not real. So they can make all the content in the world. But anyway, I digress. There are pages out there that have AI kids and they market them sexually as AI and they can get away with it because they're not real. They're not real pictures. They're not real people.
And it promotes real life shit. And that's what I don't think people understand is like, just because it's not real doesn't mean in real life they won't do the same thing.
Well, look at it like this. Like with me, when I got into a relationship with somebody recently, I have tried to cut back on watching porn. But like I was trying to do this beforehand because there's such an unreal expectation that comes with fucking watching so much porn to where like you think
when you fucking real life it's not as exciting.
It's not. But it's not the case though. It's where like it is just as exciting, but you have fucked your head up to where like, oh my God, this is what this is supposed to be. Well, the thing that a lot of people cheat. Well, you got people that are just fucking assholes that cheat. Yeah. Regardless what the fuck you do. But they've built that expectation up in their head. And even though when they have something perfect at home, they're like, oh, there's something better out there. And there's really fucking not. Now think about it from the perspective with kids. If you're sitting there, you're looking at AI or you're looking at this other stuff that's fake and you know that it's fake. If you build such an attraction to it, eventually you're going to stop just looking on AI. You're going to want the real thing. And that's where there's, like I said earlier, child predators are the ones that I've never heard a success case. I've never heard that somebody got rehabilitated. I've never, ever heard that, hey, this person molested a kid and they didn't fucking do it later on in life or whatever. Even if they got out of prison. I think that's the one thing that we all should, the whole fucking world should agree on. Hey, let's not fucking do this. If we're going to mass report or we're going to fucking try to get people banned or whatever, let's go after these dickheads and leave people like y'all alone.
Exactly.
Let's all get on the same page with what's actually bad.
And regardless how you spit that one, bro, it is actually fucking
it's
bad.
Actually not okay. Yeah, it is not okay. So yeah, I'm not one to report people, but that page right there, I'm just like,
I think anything to do with anything that can't say yes, whether it be a child, whether it be an animal, whether it be fake. If it can't physically say yes to you, you shouldn't put your fucking dick in it.
I think that's a great point, Ivy. I think that's a great point.
I think we should all just agree on that.
Yeah, well, that be the standard.
Well, even like with kids, even if they, okay, I didn't have sex till I was 18, and the person I had sex when I was 18 was 18. But like before that, I don't know even if being in a situation, if I was 14, 15, whatever, I don't even know if by saying yes, I actually knew what I was doing.
No, yeah, you don't. Which is why they have age restrictions. Like you just don't. I was married at 20. I don't know why they let people get married that young. Your brain is not developed. Period. Cut and dry. You don't know what you like. You don't know you. Ivy's the exception over here with, all this confidence and being, so
I'm 22, but I act like I'm 30.
That's what it is. There is a certain age where certain things you are allowed to say yes to because you kind of get it. But there are a lot of things you should not say yes to until you are fully developed. And yeah, I don't know.
It's not even developed. That's
mentally,
but experience. Like
experience.
You have to fucking live. Ivy seems like she does know what she likes, but I'll guarantee you by the time she turns 30, she's probably not the same human being.
Not at all.
Yeah,
None of us.
I already know I'm gonna change by the time I'm 30. I'm so hot-headed. I don't want kids. Like I already know good and damn well every viewpoint I have right now is probably gonna be switched by the time I'm 30. Yeah. But I can accept that and I recognize that. I just act really mature for my age.
Yeah,
So
You do.
I would have never thought you. I mean, you look younger, but I would have never thought you were just 22 by the way.
I just
Yeah.
turned
that you
22.
act. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got it. But like,
Yeah, she's young, but
even with the
um,
marriage thing, I tell people all the fucking time, wait until you know what your career is going to be the rest of your life. Wait until you've lived a little bit in your 20s,
Yep.
Mhm.
then settle down in your 30s.
Yep.
There's so many people that get a divorce because you got married young because you think that's what you're supposed to fucking do.
You
yep.
got married at 20 and you didn't even know what your career path was going to
Yeah.
be.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. And you know what? It's just a lot of stuff that you could and I have all like this like regret. Like I never got my 20s ever. I didn't get to go out. I didn't get to experience. I didn't drink. I didn't, I didn't. Like I was a virgin on my wedding night.
Yeah.
That was it. And so now I'm finally getting to explore, learn who I am, what I like. I like doing OF because I get to explore all these little kinks and fetishes that
Exactly.
I never got
Find
to actually
myself.
have in real life. I love it. It's so fun. And I get to do it safely with a fully developed cortex.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Like you have to live a little bit before you settle down. Like
You do.
You have to. If you don't,
You do.
you're gonna regret the fucking rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll resent it. You'll resent, being in those situations where you felt like you had to do a certain thing that could affect the rest of your life. And you think it won't. You think you're so smart when you're younger, but honestly, like you don't know.
Only
You don't
thing
know.
only thing I'll tell you about that is I don't think I would resent or regret it because it made you who you are now. Like it's hard.
That's fair. That's
I don't
fair.
think you should regret much of anything. You only get one life.
Yeah.
I don't get my 20s back, like I don't get that back. I already have kids. I don't get to go out and party, like I am an adult very young and I have kids for the rest of my life from that. And I'm not saying I regret my kids or anything, not at all. I'm just saying like in your 20s, you get to explore freely and you get to learn hard things, and I never got that. I never got that. And I never get that ever because I did have a family so young. And again, I'm not saying I'm mad about it. Like I'm done having kids. I was done having kids at 32. Hell yeah. I get to, retire and have fun then. But,
well, that's what I was going to say. If you want a different perspective on it, like during your 20s, most of us are broke as fuck. I mean, different story.
I don't have any kids, and I'm still stressed.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of us, I always call it the rule of 30, or the rule of 40. It's where you make all the mistakes you're going to make in life in your 20s. You learn from them in your 30s. And if you do those two correctly, then you're successful in your 40s. And you'll have everlasting success. So like you, I mean, my daughter was born at 24. By the time I am 40 years old, she'll be 16 years old. And I'm finna hand that little fucker off to college to where I literally get to live my life now to where I didn't in my 20s.
That's 100% what it is. But the problem is I'm getting old. My body's tired. My body doesn't want to party in the 40s.
It's not about partying. Like now you'll be able to think about it. You'll have money in your bank account. You can do whatever you want. You can travel. You can go see the fucking 7 wonders of the fucking world. You can go do all the things that's way better than just paying a fucking bar tab and having a night out.
And I'm absolutely going to. Like that's what it is. My kids are going to be out of the house by the time I'm still able to like enjoy it. And I say that as if I know what my kids are going to do or, where they're going. But ideally, I'm going to be able to go do some fun stuff. And I'm going to have money too, hopefully.
You'll still be able to clap those cheeks on 7 continents. She'll be fine.
That's right. That's right. And everybody decides, already decided for me that my kids are like doomed for, a horrible life when they find out how I paid for their college. But I'll have they are raised with such a secure, open-minded mom that they're going to be just fine.
They will never stop shading OF moms. That is so annoying to me. As long as you don't involve your kids. They always like to bring up, well, what are your kids going to think when you're older and they find out you have an OnlyFans? I never looked up to see if my mom ever did porn.
Yeah.
First of all, I pray to God my kids don't ever think to look it up. And second of all.
And if they find out, you know what? They're going to survive. They know that they can come talk to me. They can talk to anybody. They know that
my friends in school. I actually had a friend whose parents were on Pornhub, and she was never bullied. She was actually looked at as the cool kid because her parents were fucking lit.
They don't
Like,
care.
They
Yeah.
weren't boring. They lived an exciting life. They did fun shit, and now their kids get to live an exciting life and do fun
Yep.
shit. You always like to shade these OF moms, but realistically, these kids are stable. These kids are loved. These kids are taken care of 24/7.
Very much.
We get to make our own hours,
Well,
and they're
Yep.
set up for success because their college is fully funded.
I think
Yep.
the only thing kids pay attention to is if your parents aren't there. I
Exactly.
don't
That's
think they
exactly
really
what
give a
it
fuck.
is.
I don't think they
Exactly.
care about what job you had, what
Nope.
you did.
Not at
Think
all.
about if you
They
spent
probably couldn't even
time
tell
with
you
them.
what your job is.
I'm
They don't
not
pay
even a mom, and
attention.
I still get passionate about stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
no,
even
they're
have
not.
kids, but if you're gonna say what somebody else's kids are gonna feel when they're older, you're fucking wrong. Maybe
Yeah.
you should go try talking to your kids that you haven't
Yeah.
paid child support for 5 years, Mr. Comment section.
That's exactly what it is. Well, I think we touched base on enough good shit that we're fixing to end it here, but I need you girls to drop your social media handles before we get off here. And yeah, I think we're gonna roll with that. That was good.
That sounds
Yep.
good. Go for it, Ivy. Go for
My
it, girl.
OnlyFans is Icy Ivy. I do lives on there Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. My Instagram is the Icy Ivy, and I do lives every single day on Bigo Live. So I'm Icy Ivy on there too.
But also, she spells Icy and Ivy with 2 E's.
Yes, ICEEIVEE. It's like,
Yeah.
just replace the Y's with 2 E's.
I have a question,
That's so
Ivy. Why
stupid.
did you call yourself the Icy Ivy?
I have no idea. I was standing in a hotel room the day I started my OnlyFans, and I said, "Oh, that sounds kind of clever," and it's worked ever
I
since.
dig it. I dig it. It reminds me of like your feisty personality. I like
Kind of.
it.
Yeah,
My
I
name
like
is
it.
Ivy, so I tried to just like change my name a little bit to make it like a businessy instead of
little
just being
unique.
like my full blown name.
Yeah,
So-
'cause
I dig
nothing
that. I love it.
turns me on more than a cold pussy. I see Ivy. Yeah, I get it. Probably could have picked something better than that, but it's okay.
I've thought about it a few times. I was like, what would I call myself if I wasn't Icy Ivy? When I was thinking Icy, I always liked to wear jewelry. I don't wear jewelry as much anymore, but I always had ice on my wrist when I was like making my OF. I don't wear anything anymore just because I get irritated with jewelry now. But when I first started, I was always wearing some icy shit. So I was like Icy Ivy because I got that drip,
I
bitch.
dig it. I dig it.
There you go, bitch.
There you go.
I like how she did that. Well, drop yours, Missy.
All right. My OF, I am you_found_Missy. Pretty much all of my socials. If you type in you found Missy, you're gonna find me. On Instagram, I am you found Missy and you found Missy_again. I'm on everything. Reddit, Fansly. Just type in you found Missy. You'll find me. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Even if you just find one of us, we're tagged on each other's Instagrams too. So you can always just go to the
Find one of
bios
us.
of one of us. And
You will
you'll find
find all of us. The baddest bitches work together and stay together. So
That y'all do. I love y'all's little circles. They are becoming
Baddies
my
grow
favorite.
together.
that's right.
Yeah. Well, thank you girls for coming on, and I'm sure we'll do this again.
Yeah.
Look forward
Thank you,
to,
Josh.
look
Appreciate
Thanks
forward
for
to
having
seeing
me.
y'all in Nashville, whoever's coming. In
I'm
a couple
excited.
weeks. It's going to be a good time. Just bring your drinking panties because you'll need them.
100%.
'Cause
I'm finally old enough to go. Last time I went to Nashville, I was only 19,
Oh,
so I couldn't even go to the
Ivy.
bars. I'm actually old enough to have fun now.
Oh,
you're
man.
gonna hate because I know they're not gonna want y'all to do everything that we do because they like going to Broadway and shit. Our shit's way fucking better, but I won't be able to explain it to you unless you saw it.
I'll be there.
Cool.
I'm always looking for a good time.
Yeah, well, you'll find one. All right, folks. Well, thank each and every one of y'all for listening to the Josh Terry Podcast. Go check out the website, thejoshterypodcast.com. Buy some fucking merch. Let's see what else we got coming up. Oh, February the 16th, Josh Terry's Honky Tonk Nights at the Hummingbird in Macon, Georgia. We got Mr. Zach fucking Top and Mr. Will Mosley. We still got tickets available. We're almost sold out, but y'all make sure y'all come. And yeah, make sure y'all go download all previous episodes, subscribe, and check out these badass bitches that we just had on the show. And we just thank y'all for listening and making the show what it is. Love each and every one of y'all. We will see y'all next time.
Bye, y'all.